We're the hub for motorsports. If you love racing, this is the place to be. Collier goes into turn one. Foxy wall rides!
He chastained it! He's still chastaining it!
He's gonna do it. He can coast from here if he had to.
Welcome back, everybody, to another fantastic race here today with the Dega Boys Broadcasting Network. Tonight, we're here at Road America with the Nexus Sports Car Challenge, a multi-class series ready to take on 75 minutes here tonight around this great American road course. First and foremost, though, Jay, how you doing tonight?
Oh man, I'm so excited. Multi-class racing, we're back. Round 3 of this sports car championship. The best iRacers in the business. Oh man, what a great season we've had so far at Daytona. We had an amazing race there at Sebring, was an amazing race. I expect nothing less here tonight. It's going to be fantastic, especially here around Road America. What an amazing track this is.
Absolutely. It's going to be a good one, ladies and gentlemen. But with that being said, let's go into our race info. Let's talk a little bit about what's going to be happening here tonight, what to look for. And we'll go right into qualifying. So, tonight, race 3 of 14, the American Sports Car Shootout here at Road America. Just under 4-mile road course length here. Track temp 92 degrees Fahrenheit and an altitude of 1,065 feet. Ambient temperature tonight is 78 degrees Fahrenheit, 47% humidity, partly cloudy skies, and a 10-mile-an-hour wind. This is the Nexus Sports Car Challenge. This is a 14-turn course with action corners in turn 1, 3, 5, and 6. Pace car speed of 60, pit speed of 45, and everybody out here tonight gets 2 quick repairs. So if you junk your car in the first half of this, you can go right down pit lane, get yourself a backup car, go right back out there and have some fun. So we're just about rounding out practice here tonight. We're going to go into the qualifying session. Jay, this is a pretty big road course. We're going to have a lot of talking points to talk about here tonight.
Yes.
And And so, why don't we just start in with it now, Jay? What can we expect here around Road America? What do these drivers need to do to keep themselves out front? And most importantly, strategy. What do we think the strategy may be tonight?
Yes, there'll be different strategies tonight. We've seen all season long these LMP2 cars. They're able to go a little bit longer than you would in like a GTD or a GTP car. I believe the battle is going to be up at the front. Survival in turn 1, that hard right hand turn 1, that downhill off the front straightaway. That's a very tough corner. I believe another awesome corner here at this racetrack, world famous Canada corner, turn 12. That's going to be such a fun corner all night long. Great passing zones, as well as the carousel. I mean, a big right-hand swooping turn. You're going to see them going around a lot of the prototypes going around a lot of the GTD traffic in that section with the speed advantage that they have. The closing rates, it's going to be great. The kink there in turn 11. We've seen in IRL, iRacing, we've seen it all in the kink, man. That corner is an absolute hair raiser. It's going to be exciting to see him go through there. And then, I mean, lots of other different passing zones, like turn 7 is going to be a good one, turn 5, turn 3, a lot of these 90-degree turns around this racetrack. It's going to be fun, but strategy, staying out front, being conservative, going around a lot of the slower GTD traffic if you're in a prototype, also being able to be mindful of a lot of the faster prototypes coming behind you in a GTD car. A lot of different things at play here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. You brought up a point there. These 90-degree corners, really iconic here at Road America. We've got long straightaways, fast straightaways, going right into a 90, going right into another 90, going into another 90, and then into another 90. And that starts your first 6 corners there for this course. And it just, turn 1 is going to be insane, especially coming off the final corner. If you're going side by side with another car at the start of the race, turn 1 is just going to be insane. It's, you really got to think about long run, though. The long game here at Road America. It's a 75-minute race. You got to take it conservative through the first lap here and make sure your car is clean. Make sure whatever you've got going on, whatever strategies you got going on, that you can execute after the first lap. That first lap is going to be extremely important towards the later half of this race. But with that being said, we got Eric Molinati now coming down into turn 1 after that very long front straightaway. And coming through turns 2 and 3 now, he's going to come down this back straightaway here, and he's going to head into another 90 degree as the 46 has had a phenomenal season in the LMP2 so far, taking victories in both the first 2 races.
Yes, he's done a fantastic job all season long with the 2 wins. Here it is at a turn 5. This is the one that I think is going to be seeing the most mistakes. A really narrow runoff area off that corner. If you get a little bit too aggressive on the brakes, miss your marks there, you're going to be running off track, losing a ton of time here. And then we're going to be going back up towards this part of the track, up to turn 7. This will be turn 8, one of these 90-degree turns before we head into that carousel section, which is going to be so fun to watch here tonight. I'm super excited for this carousel, Tom. I think we're going to see a lot of overtakes here in this section all night long, especially going around a lot of the GTD traffic here in the prototypes. It's going to be a fun part of this course all night long.
Yeah, absolutely, it is. And it's going to be really sketchy through turn 11 as well, to the carousel and turn 11 coming into Canada. The prototypes and the GTDs going at it through there. It's going to be extremely interesting how these different classes play with each other going through those corners, because those are going to be some major action corners as well. I mean, the carousel, extremely fast, extremely flat. Going through turn 11, it's an extremely flat, hard right-hander turn at, 160 miles an hour, 150, something like that. I mean, it's crazy, but it's going to be interesting what these guys can do. As Eric tops the board with a 151.33 with the LMP2 class. Aaron Kralik now coming down into turn 12 now. He's going to be starting his qualifying run now. James Pierce just crossed the start-finish line now. P1 in the GTD class with the 205. But let's go back to Aaron Kralik here as he starts his run.
Yeah, Aaron Kralik, I believe, finished here P2 over there at Sebring last race. So here he is, going to try and back that up as he's starting his qualifying run. Here down the hill here, heading for turn 1, the right-hander, doing a fantastic job. Oh, he did complete a lap. He set the first lap time board here for the GTP with a 149.466. As here he is going back downhill, headed for turn 3. And he's going to try and get a good run here as he heads for the turn 5, that real tight left-hander, narrow runoff section.
Cameron Keeley just crosses the start-finish line now, P2, just over a second behind Molinati, as we just watched him cross the start-finish line. Got a lot of other people out on track right now, a lot of GTDs. In fact, let's go there, Jay. Let's go to one of our GTDs, maybe one that's going to be crossing the start-finish line here soon. That's Brian Berthome now, coming down the front straightaway, going to cross the start-finish line here. Let's see where he goes. P2 with just over 0.8 of a second behind James Pierce.
Yeah, 0.8 of a second. I mean, that seems like a lot, but I mean, this course is 4 miles long, so I mean, it's a little mistake here and there that could cost you those tenths that you're missing here. James Pierce, always competitive, no matter what kind of vehicle he jumps in, he's always going to find pace. He's always going to set the benchmark. Looks like Amberg just crossed the line as well. He's going to go P5 in the 12. Logan Breaky in the 29. He's crossing the line as well. As we're getting all different types of lap times up here. Now we got a new pole sitter GTP. It keeps leapfrogging. Stamp went to the top. Then Ragioni went to the top there. Great stuff there out of the GTP class.
All right, let's see what Aaron Kralik can do now, coming off of the final corner and coming down the front straightaway. He's going to try to get ahead of Logan, only 1.2 seconds behind him on his second lap now. As he crosses the start-finish line, Aaron Kralik, does he improve? He does, but it's not enough to get ahead of Eric there. He only goes just 0.05 of a second slower than Eric Stamp. So real close between P2 and P3 at the moment. Cameron Keeley about to cross the start-finish line now in the LMP2 class, currently P2. Let's see if he can improve on this. He does, and he gets himself just under a second slower than Molinati now.
Yeah, that was a great lap time there by Cameron Keeley holding that P2 position. I believe here we are on board with, I believe this might be Zohair Kabani in this Mercedes. Yes, it is. As he crosses the line here. Goes up to P4. 0.9 of a second off of your pull time, which is held by James Pierce, as he dives on down here into turn 1. Maybe he'll have a little bit of grass there as he exits turn 1. Headed for turn 3 now. Continuing on with his lap time. Let's see if he can take this thing to the top of the board here in qualifying.
All right, Ethan Amberg now coming through turn 12 now as he is rounding out his lap here at Road America in that number 12 Porsche. Ethan Amberg doing a great job this year, running up front in the mid-pack for most of the races. He's looking to turn that around tonight as he comes down the front straightaway. Let's see what he can do to improve on his 206.27 as he crosses the start-finish line. Let's see if he improves. And he does not. Ethan Amberg still in that P5 position for the GTD class. And now let's roll up to Aaron Kralik once again. He's about to complete another lap here as he gets through the final corner. Nice and smooth, getting that smooth throttle application down. Aaron Kralik now only a couple hundredths behind his the P2 at the moment as he crosses the start-finish line. Does he improve? He does not. He does not.
Yeah, still sitting there P3. We're going to go on board here. I believe this is Nicholas Pressey here in the 194L and P2. He's going to be rounding turn 14 now. Going to try and get the throttle planted here and get a good run here in qualifying. Currently in that P7 position. Let's see if he can take this to the top of the board. Can somebody take it to Molinati here tonight?
Pressey across the line. Let's see what he could do. Oh, he goes P3 with a 152.78. A great run for him. Not too far behind. He's still got a couple more laps to put down. Try to get that number 194 up to the front. As now we watch Eric Stamp through turns 11 and down into 12.
Yeah, Eric Stamp here into Canada corner, turn 12. See how good he can execute here. He's going to get a great drive off. Use a little bit of that outer curb there on the exit. Use the runoff if needed. turn 13. He's going to be rounding turn 14. He's chasing down your time setter right now, your pole sitter. That is Logan Raggioni. Here it is off of turn 12. Got a great drive here. Let's see if he can take it to the top of the board here in qualifying.
Coming up to the start-finish line for the 81 as he does cross the start-finish line. Let's see. He does not improve. A 149.51 compared to his best of a 149.37. Now, let's go on board with Clayton Sanchez, who is currently P4 in the GTD class, not or accompanying Zohar Kabani now. Oh, he goes real wide through turn 11, and that is not going to be a lap that he can put down. That is an invalid lap for qualifying here. He's not going to be able to hold on to the lap time he was going to be able to put down because he did have an off track. But Clayton Sanchez doing a great job right now in P4. As now let's go back to Nicholas Pressey as he's coming through the final corners to see if he can get back up to the front.
Yeah, we'll see what Pressey could do here off of turn 14, continuing his qualifying run, still sitting in that P4 position. Let's see if he can make this happen here across the line. As he's still digging, going downhill, back now across the line. And it doesn't look like he improves. He's going to stay in that P4 position for the time being. We still got time here in qualifying. Let's see if he can put together a good lap here as he digs through turn 1, off of turn 2 now.
All right, Zohar Kabani, he's coming off the final corner here. Let's see if he can do anything to improve on the time that he has. He's only 7/10 behind James Pierce at the moment in P5 as he comes across the start-finish line. Let's see if he can improve on that 205.98. He does not. 206.06 for Zohar as he crosses the start-finish line. Now we go to Rafael Santos in the number 65 Porsche as he comes through the final corners.
This is one to watch. He won the opening race there at Daytona. Came up a spot short there at Sebring. Let's see if he could take this thing to the top of the board. Currently sitting there P3, 7/10 off your pole time as he's going to be coming up the hill now, down the hill to the start-finish line. Can Santos take pole at GTP or GTD?
He goes at 206.12. He does not improve on his 205.96. So we got now Jordan Branch coming to the line here in the number 03 BMW. Let's see if he can improve as he does not improve there this time by. Let's see what James Pierce is up to now as he's coming through the final corners and that number 1 Ferrari as he treks to improve on his pole setting time now.
Yeah, he's wanting more. He's digging for more here. Currently your pole sitter in that GTD class. He's going to go up the hill, then back down the hill across the line here. Let's see if he can improve on this 205.241. And it does not look like he improves on that lap time.
All right, we got a couple more cars out on track right here. Nicholas Pressey does improve his time to a P3. Dallas Seward now on track in the number 38 LMP2. A great Dega Boy supporter, you would say, sometimes up here in the booth. Tonight, he's electing to go ahead and race in the LMP2 class. Maybe we can bring down Dallas after this during warm-up and talk to him a little bit about his run in qualifying. But he is now coming through turns 11 and down into Canada. Let's see what he can do to start his qualifying run.
Yeah, he did a great job right there through the kink. We've seen a couple of guys already have a little bit of issues there in the kink, but here he is down here in the Canada corner, turn 12. See if he can maximize this. Great drive through there. Very consistent here into turn 13. As we round in here around to turn 14, the right-hander set up for the front stretch. This could be an interesting corner. Can he hit his marks here? Looks like he's doing a pretty good job here. He's going to be heading up the hill to complete his qualifying time. Currently sitting in that P6 position. Let's see if he can improve.
Dallas Seward across the line. And he does not improve that time by. He's still got a couple more laps to put in here tonight. As Eric Molinati takes to the track once again in the number 46. Let's see if he can improve on his pole time. Currently just under a second quicker than P2 of Cameron Keeley in the number 63. But that 46 is extremely fast as he comes through turn 11 and setting himself up for the final run here in qualifying.
Yeah, I don't think you could have done the kink any better than that right there for Molinati. Now down here in the Canada corner, he's gonna do really good. Run that thing as wide as he can. Use up all the track available to him. Right up there on the rumbles on the inside of 13, the exit of 14 or 13. Down here into turn 14 now, setting up for the front straightaway. Use all the extra runoff that you need up the hill. Currently holding that pole time. Can he improve? This is gonna be an incredible show if he can.
Across the line, Eric goes, and he does improve with a
Wow.
151.279. Going back to Dallas Seward now, he's coming down into turn 11, grabbing a little bit of grass there, trying to maximize all the track that he can through turn 11. He does a great job through there, and now coming into turn 12. Dallas, hard braking zone here, as he gets on the brakes real hard and trying to maximize also the speed going through turn 12, and now entering 13, 13A, and 14. Let's see what he can do to round out his qualifying run.
Yeah, building on his time like Legos here in qualifying up the hill. He is digging, still holding that P6 position, 3.3 seconds off your pole time. I think this is going to be a good lap. He maximized through the kink in 12. And he does improve by a whole second. Great lap time here by Dallas.
And he's not done yet. Going through turns 1 now. He's got a great entrance, a great exit through turn 2 and turn 3. Dallas Seward now looking to put in another great lap here. He got a little bit of sideways off of turn 3. That's going to hurt him just a little bit through the back section here as he's going down this very long straightaway down into turn 5, excuse me.
Yeah, this is a good spot right here. If you could get real aggressive on the brakes, oh, maybe a little bit of a sting wheel spin. Oh, that turn 5, you got to get aggressive in there. That's where you can gain and lose a lot of time. And here he is sideways through turn 6. No, he's doing so good.
You know, Jay, that corner right there, corner 6, is extremely difficult. It's an off-cantered, uphill, blind left hand, and it is just incredibly hard to get right. You're blind driving going up the hill into that corner. You don't know what to expect half the time. I mean, on an open track like this, you can kind of expect what's going to happen in front of you, but the car is sometimes just so unpredictable. Going through that corner, I'm sure that's what Dallas experienced there.
Oh, 100%. That is a very difficult corner. The turn 6 and I believe turn 11 are your two most difficult turns on this entire course because they're both, like you said, they're low visibility corners. Turn 6 off cantered uphill, and then the kink. You're kind of just trying to guess your mark there before you get to the apex of 11 through the kink, and there's not a lot of runoff as you'll see as he's heading into Canada corner now. Already went through the kink. Oh, and he's sideways again here into the dirt, the gravel trap here in Canada corner. He's going to keep it going, though. So unfortunate here in qualifying for Dallas. He was doing so well.
Dallas is unfortunately not going to be able to put in another lap time, as this will be his 4th lap complete. He may come down pits here, or he may just stick it out and try to put a qualifying lap. As Dallas now crosses the start-finish line, Felipe Salvino, a new face here to the Nexus Sim Racing Leagues. He's going to be running the Acura in the GTP class, as he is just now starting his qualifying run with just under a minute and a half left. Maybe just trying to get out there and put some laps in.
Yeah, exactly. We got another Acura here in the field as he's going to be heading up through turn 7 and then turn 8, that real tight left-handed 90-degree turn into the carousel. Another Acura to challenge Logan Raggioni. He's been the only one to run Acura so far this season. It's cool to have another another driver representing this manufacturer in this series. A little bit more diversity in this series. I like it. Through the carousel now, headed for the kink. Let's see what he could do right here at the end of qualifying. Maybe he could take the fight to Logan.
That's a good point you bring up here, Jay. The diversity. That is what we count on in these sports car races. It's so cool to see multiple different makes out there on track competing against each other and also in different classes. That's what makes it so unique, so cool, and so much fun with these series. As you can see now, Felipe Salvino coming through the final corner. He's going to come off there, keep that thing straight, come down the front straightaway, up the hill, and go across the start-finish line for the 97. I don't think he's going to put in a lap time this time by, but let's see if he can put himself on the board. I believe that was the start of his lap, and I believe he's not going to have enough time to come back around and put another lap in. So, with that, we will wait until we get the official call here from iRacing, see if Felipe will be able to put in a lap or not, as the checker flag does fly, and he does not. Logan Raggioni on pole for tonight in the GTP. Let's bring him down here real quick, and let's talk to him. Logan, this is Thomas and Jay in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, we can hear you. Logan, how are you doing, man? Are you good, Tom?
Yeah, okay. My bad. I had some, really bad audio issues there for just a second. I apologize. But, okay, let me start this over. Logan, this is Thomas and Jay in the booth. You got a copy?
I'm here.
All right, Logan, what a phenomenal run you had there in qualifying. Look, you put up a time there that was extremely fast. How you feeling for tonight? You feel like you could bring home this number 44 Acura to a checker flag?
Hopefully, if I don't run into any of the GTPs, hopefully, yeah, I hope I don't run into any GT3s. That's my only worry.
Well, how is your confidence around this track with some traffic? Because there are some points on this race course where it gets a little tight, especially around the fast corners.
Yeah, we ran here in the preseason, and honestly, I didn't have too many troubles getting around GT3s, and that was my first time ever running the track in the preseason. I've had some practice since then, and I've gotten a bit more acclimated to it, and I'm a bit more comfortable now, so I think it's going to be a good race.
Awesome. Well, actually, I'm going to hand you off to Jay here, because I know Jay's going to have a question for you. But congratulations on your pole tonight, and we hope to see you at the end of the race. But with that being said, Jay, take it away.
Well, yeah, Logan, so you set the pole time here. You're going to have some clean air, at least for a little while before you catch the GTD traffic. You mentioned that maybe it could be a little bit of a challenge. Is there anything else that you think might be challenging? Is there any parts of the course that might be challenging? Any type of strategy that you might have to change up throughout this race to maintain that lead?
Honestly, I'm going to have to keep a mental note in the back of my brain to brake like 10 meters earlier, because earlier today when I was running just some practice laps with a 5 kilogram weight penalty like the BOP SK agreed on, it feels way different in this session, so it's just minor adjustments that I got to make.
Alrighty. Well, that answers that. That was kind of what I was curious of, what type of things you're going to be doing behind the wheel. But with that being said, congratulations on your pole here tonight in GTP, and maybe we'll be talking to you here at the end of this race. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Good luck, Logan. We'll see you at the end.
See ya.
All right, that was your pole sitter for tonight. Now, let's go ahead. Let's bring down Dallas Seward real quick. Let's talk to him a little bit. Old Dallas Seaweed, this is Thomas and Jay in the booth. You got a copy?
I sure do. How's it going tonight, guys?
Man, let me tell you what. I'm good. How are you? That's what I want to know. How was the car during qualifying? We watched a little bit of you on your qualifying laps. Maybe a little bit of struggles through turn 6 there with that blind left-hander. But besides the point, how are you feeling tonight, confidence-wise? Do you feel like you could make a couple moves and get that car up to the front?
Well, on the last time, you probably watched my last lap when I spun out in 6th. I was just pushing. I was fun to see how much speed I could get in the car. I was just pushing it as hard as I could to know what my limits are. I'm about a second. I'm still about a second off. I think once the race gets going and things kind of calm down, I'll be a little bit more competitive when we get into traffic and stuff like that. I'm still learning the LMP2. I don't have much experience inside this car, and I'm decent at Road America, so I have an okay amount of confidence in myself and what I can do. I know the zones and where you pass, don't pass. I know where my car tends to get a little loose and not pushing it. So, I'm hoping I can be a little bit competitive tonight. I'm hoping for a top 5 in class, which is just gaining a position, and I think I should be able to do that. That's kind of just my goal tonight, is not finish last, which I think I can do. So, that's about all we're going for. Set your standards low. Can't be disappointed.
That's a great goal. First off, to have is to finish the race, because you can't win a race unless you finish the race. So, but a great run. Dallas, do you have any strategies going into this race? Other than, just trying to finish.
I'm kind of going to play it by ear. See what my fuel situation is when people start the pit. I'm planning on going as long as I possibly can just to have better tires at the end, because that's probably where my only advantage is going to be. But if I'm racing somebody and it's just tight, I'm stuck in traffic, I might decide just to undercut it, maybe pit a couple laps earlier than I need to see what I can do. But I think we can work with a little bit of strategy. We'll play it by ear, but I got a couple tricks up my sleeve tonight.
Hell yeah, that's old Dow Seaweed right there, baby. Jay, anything to add to that before we go green flag racing?
Yeah, Dallas, we're out of time, but good luck tonight, man. We'll be pulling for you.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, now let's go to the grid for tonight. In the GTP class, on pole, Logan Ragioni, Aaron Krolick on the outside of him.
Yeah, starting P3 here in GTP tonight. That's the 81 car. That's Eric Stamp with Blake Nave in the 51, starting P4.
And rounding out your GTP class, that's Felipe Salvino in the 97. Starting out your LMP2 class, that's Eric Molinati in the 46 with Cameron Keeley on the outside of him in the 63.
Yeah, starting P3 here in the LMP2, that's Nicholas Pressey here in the number 194 with Brian Alvarez in the number 40, starting P4.
And Kevin Mallard in the 58, starting P5 with Dallas Seward starting P6. Tonight, I'm trying to get you guys the GTD. Let's see if I can get that rolling here. And that's okay. That is just fine. We're going to try and I'm going to just call it for you guys right here. On pole tonight for the GTD class, James Pierce in the number 1 Ferrari, Brian Berthome on the outside of him in the 27, Logan Brakey in the 29, and Rafael Santos making up your second row, Clayton Sanchez, and the Mercedes pair with Zohar Kabani starting in the third row there. We are under pace laps now here at Road America. Logan Ragioni back here going to be leading this field, or this GTP class, to green. As you can see him coming through turns 3. Back here, Eric Molinati will be starting the LMP2 class. James Pierce will be starting the GTD class. But, Jay, lots to happen here tonight. Lots of fun. 75 minutes of action here at Road America. Any last thoughts before we go green flag racing?
Yes, quick race picks. I think in the GTP, look out for Aaron Krolick. He's been close to winning this season. Maybe tonight's the night. LMP2. I think if anybody's going to take the fight to Molinati, I think it's going to be Cameron Keeley here tonight in the 63. And then in GTD, I'm just going to go with the pole sitter. I think James Pierce is going to find the speed he needs to get the victory here tonight. The best iRacers in the business here at Road America.
Hey, that's a great point. In fact, I'm going to go with you as well. I'm going to go with Aaron Krolick for that GTP class. It's definitely someone to look for here. Eric Molinati is extremely fast, but again, I'm going to have to go with Cameron Keeley in that 63. Watch for him to make some moves tonight. And then for the GTD class, I'm going with Brian B. Brian Berthome here in the Sherbert's car. Ferrari, watch out for him as he rips around the Road America road course here tonight. As we now get prepared, coming down into turn 8 and into the carousel to get ready to go green flag racing.
Yes, I'm super excited for this race. This track is very challenging, technical, long track. A lot of action going to be happening here off the start, getting through this initial start, being able to survive to get into turn 1, that hard left-hander off the downhill from the front straightaway. The best iRacers in the business are going to put on an absolute show here tonight in the American Sports Car Shootout. Had to get that one in there, Tom.
Absolutely. Again, a 14-turn course, 75 minutes of action here. Again, we're going to be calling out some of the high action corners, turn 1, 3, 5, 6. Let's see, 10, 11. 12 will be a good one as well to watch for passes, to watch for craziness ensuing here tonight. Once again, 75 minutes of pure action. A long race, a strategic race to try and get a dub here tonight in the Sports Car Challenge. Lots of strategies. Look, one of the main things, though, when it comes to a little bit of endurance racing, keeping the car on track, keeping the car clean. No damage, full power, making sure that over the course of 75 minutes, we can go out there and keep the same consistent pace above everybody else. Once again, Logan Ragioni now coming off of the final corner. The safety car will be pulling off the racing surface and control to the 44 of Logan Ragioni as they go up the hill and towards the start-finish line. The green flag is out in the air. The 44 gets a great jump now over Aaron Kralik as Aaron Kralik holds strong onto that P2 position. Blake Nave back there trying to make some moves to get around the other Porsche there and going down into turn 1. These guys almost go single file, but the 51 goes off. Myrick Molinari now coming down through turns 1 as well. Everybody in the LMP2 class keeping it straight as James Pierce now with Brian Berthome taking the green flag across the line and going down into turn 1. Most of the GTDs keeping it straight now, and they're all going through turn 1, and it looks like they're going to get through it pretty clean here as everybody goes off straight. We've got a couple of crashes up front. Eric Stamp is around. Felipe Salvino around. The LMP2s have caught the GTPs.
Yeah, very great start there by the LMP2 and GTD class. A little bit of issues here in the GTP as now we have Molinari, your LMP2 leader. He's flashing the lights of the GTP cars. This is great action here. Molinari's on a mission here tonight. He's trying to get around Blake Nave. It's now him. Blake Nave side by side here with Salvino. This is going to be great action here as we're headed through the carousel now, headed for the king. We're still side by side. Oh, his name is off the track. Way wide air. Here comes Molinari right here under the king.
Molinari takes that position away from the GTP. The GTP of Blake Nave now. He's battling back on the inside, going down into turn 12 now. There he is to the inside. He's going to take that position back. Molinari now having to deal with a little bit of GTP. He's getting a little bit of pressure now from Cameron Keeley in the 63. Coming into 13, 13A, and down into 14 now. Can the 63 get anything done on this straightaway? He's going to get all the Blake Naves around. He's into the gravel trap. Also, that's Felipe Salvino. He's in the grass. He's going to try to rejoin safely here and get back out on track. Dallas Seward is down pit lane, and Cameron Keeley now to the rear bumper of Eric Molinari.
Here he is. He's going to shoot to the inside into turn 1. A little bit of side-by-side action. It looks like Molinari's going to get a little bit braver on the brakes here than the Cameron Keeley 63. Interesting start here at the front of the field. The prototypes of GTP class having some issues there. Blake Nave, as this battle continues on, Blake Nave is trying to stay in touch. You've got behind them Nicholas Pressey as well as Alvarez. They're right here in touch. This LMP2 battle is going to be intense all race long, and it's starting early here as we're heading into turn 5 now as this battle rages on here for the P3 position.
A lot of on-track action happening as we'll go back to a little bit of GTD action. We've got a line of cars here behind Zohar Kabani in that Mercedes. Logan Brakey being the first one there as he's coming under attack by Jordan Branch now down into turn 3 as Jordan Branch in the 03 is going to get a great draft off of the 29 down the back straightaway now and try to make an overtake here as they're going down into turn 5. As you can see, he's all over the rear bumper now. There he goes. He pulls out to the inside. Let's see what he can do now. Going into turn 5, side-by-side action. Now going into the 90-degree left-hander. The 29 holding strong on the outside. The 03 still holding strong on the inside as they go into the blind corner of turn 6. The 03 holds strong and passes Zohar Kabani in the P15 position. Overall, that's P4 now.
Yeah, what great action there. Wheel to wheel, side by side through 5 and 6. Who would have thought that was going to work? Oh, off track. Here goes Brinky. A big run here by Branch. He's trying to, Branch off the track. Big run here from behind as they're going to continue on here through the carousel. The big, fast, swooping right-hand carousel turn. And look at them. They're all under a blanket here as we're going to be headed for the kink. This is a great opportunity to get a great run here and set up for Canada Corner as we got a little bit of action here.
All right, we got a little bit of a battle back here now, or up here, coming into turn 1, the GTP of Felipe Salvino trying to salvage his GTP, get back up with the GTPs. Blake Nave back here as well in the 51, coming off of turn 3 now as he's going to try to put a little bit of electronic boost into that 51, try to get around the LMP2s in front of him. Oh, look at that, he fakes out the 280, goes to the inside now as they come down into turn 5. He's going to make that pass, and now he's got his sights set on Kevin Mallard.
Yeah, this is some great action as you see the 51 here. Blake Nave trying to recover off that interesting start he had. Oh, he was looking to the inside here. He's not going to be able to make that happen. But here it is. Going to pull out again as we're heading into the carousel here now. He's going to see Blake. Oh, we got a guy wide here. That's a 58 of Mallard. He's going to maybe leave the door open here for the 51 of Nave. They're going to go side by side. Oh, yeah, a big runoff here as they're going to continue on here side by side. Oh, something's got to give here. Blake Nave's going to make the move.
Evan Guillemette trying to make something happen while the 58 was battling with that GTP now out of the carousel and down into turn 11 now. The fast right-hander as the 280 still stuck behind the 58. This is currently your closest battle on track. Kevin Mallard in the 58. Evan Guillemette now coming down into turn 12. Let's see if the 280 can do anything about it as they now round turn 12 and go into the final corners of this racetrack. Real quick in the chat, Howard77 asking how to register. Howard, I sent a message there in the chat. Make sure you look up nexussimracing.com to get in on this fantastic action here. We're having a 14 race season and multi-class racing, and we're only on race 3. So get in here early and have some fun with us.
Yes, come join the fun here. Is now Evan still applying the pressure here to Mallard as we're going into turn 1. Looks like they both maximized turn 1 perfectly. No runoff or anything there as we're heading down turn 2. And then for turn 3, this right-hand turn, it looks like they're going to continue on here with just fantastic pace that these guys are pulling off here, as it looks like Mallard's going to extend this gap here on Evan as we're heading down here towards turn 5. Great battles all throughout the racetrack right now. Maybe a little bit of action there still in the GTP class. Oh, we got issues here. Salvino having more issues. There goes Blake Nave by him. That's for P4 GTP. Unbelievable start that these two boys have had here tonight, and they're still digging, still continuing on here.
Jay, I think this was part of a bigger issue here, as it looks like Brian Alvarez and Felipe Salvino had a little bit of an issue here going into turn 5. We're going to watch and see what happened. The 40 car in the LMP2 class going into turn 5. As you can see Salvino getting loose back there. Two separate incidents happening. Brian Alvarez being able to move on. So is Felipe. As we go back live now, the closest battle on track. Brian Alvarez, Blake Nave in the GTP now coming into turn 12. And it looks like Blake Nave's going for the pass.
Yeah, he's going to make the move to the inside here into Canada Corner. A great job. Oh, he runs wide. Oh, not what he needed at all. Alvarez is going to go right back by him. Oh, here comes. Oh, Salvino. Oh, my goodness. How did you not run in the back of Nave? Great heads-up awareness there by Salvino with the closing rate of that 97. Unbelievable. These two boys are going to be battling all night long, Nave and Salvino. These guys are playing cat and mouse right here as we're climbing up the uphill front straightaway, downhill again. See if Salvino can close this gap down here into turn 1. Who's more aggressive on the brakes? Great action as these guys are duking it out here with the LMP2 traffic back here. Unbelievable racing. What a great start. 8 minutes in. This race has just been nothing but non-stop action.
Absolutely. Now we got this battle between the GTDs. Michael Oceans in the 11, Ethan Amberg in the 12, and Logan Brakey in the 29. These guys now going into turn 11. As that really fast right-hander, oh, the 29 grabs a little bit of grass there now, coming through and into Canada Corner, as the 29 of Logan Brakey still leading this pack of GTDs, going into turn 12 now. You can see the 12 Porsche of Ethan Amberg doing a great job to get and stay to the rear bumper of the 29 of Logan Brakey as they come through 13, 13A, and now the final corner, turn 14, and down the front straightaway. Let's take a look at this and see if maybe the 12 or the 11 can get a run on the 29 going down into turn 1.
Yeah, Amberg following right there, the toe of Breaky here down the front straightaway. Here it is, turn 1. It looks like Amberg might have a run. Does he peek out here into turn 1? No, he's going to be a little cautious here. He's going to follow it behind, but here behind Breaky, here comes Oceans. He was trying to make a move. Michael Oceans, he was your season 1 champion there in the Formula Touring GT3 series. He knows how to get around a course in a GT3 car as he continues on right here behind Amber, giving him all kinds of bumper business here through turn 3 as we're heading down turn 4 and headed towards turn 5. Maybe your next best passing opportunity. Who's going to be aggressive on the brake? As we see Dallas Seward and LP2 getting through these boys in the GTD traffic. Flashing the lights and all.
Flashing the lights down into turn 5. He full sends that car into turn 5. Oh, man, he really shoved it on in there. And that made Michael Oceans now advantage. He's side by side now with Ethan Amber going into turn 5. And Ethan is going to lose a position there due to a little bit of jockeying for position. But going through turn 7 now and down into turn 8, he's going to hold on to that P21.
Oh.
And there's Logan. Logan's now the overall leader. He's cutting through the GTD class now. As you can see, Michael Oceans, he grabbed a lot of grass there. Ethan Amberg back to the outside.
Oh, man, aggression meets aggression there. Logan Ragione shooting through. Michael Ocean sliding to the grass. Oh, Amberg's going to go by. Here comes a 23, and Daniels is going to go by. Ocean's making big mistakes here, losing lots of positions. Here comes a 06 of W. Man, or Metujet. I don't even know, Tom. We're going to have to figure out what this guy's pronunciation is on his name. But here he is in the 06 trying to challenge Michael Oceans as we're heading down here into Canada Corner, just still digging here with these GTD field.
Absolutely. We've got a good battle up here as well. Jordan Branch, Dallas Seward. Dallas Seward in the LMP2 is now Logan Ragione getting around the GTD, getting real close there off the final corner as Dallas Seward is trying to make his way back up to the LMP2 class as he gets around the 03 of Jordan Branch. He's going to be able to truck on from there. As we've got a pretty spread out field now. Logan Ragione in the GTP now already overtaking a bunch of the GTD classes, or cars. As he comes through turn 3, he's going to try to get around the 65 in front of him. That's Rafael Santos, who is currently P3 in the GTD class. Brian Berthome now, he's going to go a lap down here to Logan Ragione as they come on down to turn 5. Right in front of him, that's James Pierce, leader of the GTD.
Yeah, if you look at the track map here, look at everybody's right there from the front stretch all the way to turn 6, all under a blanket here. As here it is, Blake Nave's still trying to move through this LP2 traffic. He's to the inside of Pressy here. He's going to get a great run and take over this overall position away from Nick Pressy. Still moving through the LP2 traffic after his early race incidents and troubles that he had. He's recovered really well as he makes that move. You see the 40 of Alvarez right there lurking in the background behind Pressy as well. Only about a second, a little over a second behind the 194 here, Pressy. So the battle in LP2 has been great all race long. These boys are all under a blanket as the field on the track map. It's insane. We're already 12 minutes into this race and they're all right there through almost turn 12 through turn 5 right there. Half the track taken up. Oh, there's a lot of smoke there. Did you see that? Dust. Oh, there it is.
Salvino.
Oh, it's Salvino. Oh, no.
Yeah, Salvino went off track there in turn 5. Now the 40 going around the outside of him. That's the LMP2 car, Brian Alvarez. Now going down into turn 8 as they come into the carousel, excuse me. As you can see, the 97 now all by himself. He's got a little bit of ground to make up to try to get back to Brian Alvarez, who is now down into turn 11. He's got a little bit of ground to make up here, but Jay, I'd like to go and see what happened to Felipe there. He's coming into turn 5. Oh, he just lost it. That's so typical of turn 5 right there. Or, I'm sorry, not turn 5, turn 6. Just uphill, blind corner. That's what happens. That's typical.
Yeah, that's turn 6 if I've ever seen it before, but it looks like he's recovering. He just got by Alvarez. Oh, and then I jinxed him again! Oh, the announcer's jinx as he goes around here. Oh, no, right here in turn 13. Unbelievable. His race has just been really tough tonight. He is still going to keep it going, though. I love it. The never give up attitude. Get that thing going in gear. Let's get it ripping around here, Salvino. Come on, my guy. I love it. Love it.
Now, what do you call it, Jay? A Toro lawnmower?
Yeah, the Toro lawnmower. Oh, man. Here he is down pit lane. Let's maybe get some tires on that thing or change up the strategy a little bit here.
Yeah, let's see what the 97 does. It's really interesting to see as he's coming down pit road. Oh, no! Cameron Keeley crashed!
Oh, no!
That's down in turn 5 right there, right before turn 6. Looks like he may have
GTD
caught
car
up
around
with the
as well.
GTD. Bill Daniels, possibly. As Cameron Keeley now goes into turn 6. Doesn't look like a lot of damage on that 63. Maybe a little bit of dirty tires. Not wanting to make that car perform like what he wanted to. But let's go and see what happened here, Jay, because this is big news. Cameron Keeley's P2 right now.
Yeah, he's heading down here into turn 5. It looks like he tries to make a move to the inside of Bill Daniels. Oh, Bill Daniels gets sideways. No. Oh, not at all what either of those two drivers wanted. Big collisions there. I believe Cameron Keeley was only about 2 seconds behind your race leader Molinari. He's going to lose a ton of time here. Oh, no. Maybe a little bit of brake lock up here by Bill Daniels.
Oh, he got
really
into the
interesting.
dirt. He got into the
there
dirt
it
and
is.
hit the brakes. Yep, look at that. And it turns
Yep.
it right around. Oh, man, just a very small mistake by the 23. And just Cameron Keeley being at the wrong place at the wrong time. Really, really just absolutely really hurt his race right now. And currently, 12 seconds behind Eric Molinari now. That's going to be huge to overcome, knowing how fast Eric Molinari is. But look, this is great news for Nicholas Pressey. Nicholas Pressey's now only 1.5 seconds behind him. So this could be great news for Nick.
Yeah, this is some great news. I noticed that exactly. I've mentioned this before, even this incident happened. If you look at the track map, they're all right there underneath a blanket. So anything can happen when you're going through this amount of heavy traffic, because it looks like Cameron Keeley's going to go by Michael Ocean. So does Pressey. Pressey is closing this gap. He's got it down to 0.8 of a second as we're heading down towards turn 5. This could be an opportunity. If you get aggressive on the brakes here, you can really close some distance here, as we got more GTD traffic in front of Cameron Keeley here. This could get interesting. Nick Pressey, aggressive on the brakes, really digging. He is closing this gap even more, maybe losing a little bit there on corner entry, but here's some more GTD traffic as we head for 6.
Coming through 6 now, Nick Pressey doing a great job here to try and stay with Cameron Keeley, especially with all this traffic as he goes to the outside of the 12. That's Ethan Amber going into now turn 8 as he's got another car in front of him. That's 29 of Logan Breaky going through the carousel, excuse me. I have a hard time differing carousel and Coliseum. I don't know why. Typical NASCAR fan, right? But anyways, going through turn 11 now, and coming down into turn 12. Cameron Keeley's now only 0.8 of a second in front of him. Cameron Keeley looking for a pass on the inside of the 777 of Kate of Sanchez there.
Oh,
no! Pressey got loose through the entrance of that corner. Dang it, I can't believe we missed that, but let's go back real quick and see what happened to the 194 through that corner. Maybe a little bit of a better look as he is coming into turn 12. Let's see. Oh, he just got a little loose right there. He did a great job to save that car.
Yeah, he did a fantastic job. Cannon Corner's tough corner to master, especially when he got a little bit of traffic. Maybe he was judging his braking zone a little bit there, not to get into the rear end of that number 777 of Sanchez. So big moves there, but here we are side by side, some more GTP traffic or GTD traffic going down time here. It looks like that's another one. That might be Mallard right there. That is your P4. So here it is. This could be a battle for the podium here as Nick Pressey with that mistake, losing some time here to the 58 of Mallard here as we go through turn 3. This could be an opportunity as we're going back around the 777 of Sanchez. Is Pressey here headed for turn 5?
Last time by, Kevin Mallard made up 4 seconds on Nicholas Pressey as he's going down into turn 5 now. Obviously, Pressey had a little bit of an issue there, but 4 seconds is a lot of time to lose here at Road America. So Kevin capitalizing on a little mistake that Nick made. Nick is now losing a lot of time to Cameron Keeley as he goes through turn 7 down into turn 8. and into the carousel next. The 194, though, doing a great job, really, still, even with that one mistake, holding on to that P3 position.
Yeah, he's doing a fantastic job. I believe maybe our closest battle on track right now, Ethan Amberg, Logan Breeky. That's about a half a second interval between those boys. I've seen the interval of the last couple laps. Looks like Breeky will gain a little bit on Amberg.
Oh, no. Evan Guillemette. He's out of the race.
Oh, no. Oh, no. We must have missed something here. Big. Oh, big. Oh, it's what I was just talking about with the 29 of Breeky.
Oh, this is big. Oh, no.
Oh.
There's something else that had to happen here because he towed back to pit road as the 280 gets back out on track. Let's see what happens here to the 280. As once again,
dirt on the tires. It looks like maybe lose it here through the carousel.
It's possible. So far, nothing too bad at the moment. Maybe
Turn 8. Just parked it. I don't know.
Well, Evan Guillemette was having a great run tonight. Now out of the race. As let's go through our top 3 in each class here, Jay. Logan Raggioni currently a 24.27 second gap to second place of Eric Stamp in the GTPs. Third place goes to Aaron Kralik at the moment, who is only 6 seconds behind Eric Stamp. As that rounds out your top 3 for the GTPs. Eric Molinari doing a phenomenal job right now on track in the LMP2, leading this class. Cameron Keeley in P2 in the 63, currently 13 and a half seconds behind Eric Molinari. Kevin Mallard, oh, he made the pass on...
Yeah, I noticed that too. There must have been a mistake there by the 194 of Pressy here, because Mallard goes by into the P3 position.
Here's what happened, Jay. The 194 went big off track in turn 5, and there goes Kevin Mallard.
Oh, man. Turn 5. It's been a tough corner tonight for these boys, man. Turn 5 is a tough one.
Absolutely. Kevin Mallard, though, keeping strong, holding on to that P3 position now with a 3-second lead over Nick Pressy. James Pierce now in P1 in the GTD class. Brian B. coming through turn 12 now. He's in P2, 5 seconds back. Rafael Santos right behind Brian B in that P3 position, only 7/10 behind. As these guys continue to go through 13, 13A, and 14 to go down the front straightaway. We'll go to your closest battle on track right now. Eric Molinari and Blake Nave.
Yeah, Blake Nave maybe trying to get back by the LMP2 leader of Molinari. Here he goes. He's going to make the move as we're headed to turn 5. This could be interesting here. Heavy on the brakes. Looks like Molinari is going to be able to let that position without losing any time here to the 51 of Nave. Nave runs a little wide here. Oh, man, he's going to keep it going. But look at the run that Molinari got. Molinari doing a fantastic job. Oh, his Nave goes wide again here through turn 6. Unbelievable change of events there. Looks like Molinari's going to continue to follow it behind. Doesn't want to lose any time. As now here we are. I believe it's Bill Daniels, the next up here on the traffic list here, as he's going to maybe try to make this move. Maybe Molinari also make the move. A lot of respect there by Bill Daniels to let those prototypes right there through without having any incident there in that tight section of the racetrack.
Absolutely. Now they come through turn 11. The 46 of Eric Molinari, obviously losing a lot of time to the GTP. The GTP is just so much quicker there with its hybrid system. As we'll go back now to the battle between Brian B. and Rafael Santos in the GTD class as they go through turn 7 and down into turn 8. This battle has been slowly getting closer. Last time by Brian B, a 208.40 with Rafael Santos, a 207.71. That is just about 7/10 quicker the last time by for the 65 as they come off the carousel and down into turn 11.
Yeah, here we are down into the kink. Rafael Santos really closing this gap down. He's got it down to 0.5 of a second now to Brian Berthume. as we're going to head towards Canada corner. Maybe an opportunity to get heavy on the brakes here for Santos. Oh, I love it. We're going to go on board here. Look at Canada corner, real tight right-hander. You get a little bit of runoff here, get the momentum. Look how much he's working the wheel there on exit. Unbelievable. And down here into 13A as we continue on, headed for turn 14, and then the front straightaway is Brian B. A little aggressive on the brakes. Here comes Santos, really lay apex there. Use a little bit of runoff off of 14. Oh, he's got a good run here. He might be able to challenge him or at least maybe close this gap again here into turn 1.
All right. Raphael trying to make something happen here. We got a little bit of an issue back here. That is Jordan Branch having some issues off the final corner, and Clayton Sanchez capitalizing on it. He's going to take away that position from Jordan Branch. That currently puts in P5 now. Jordan Branch looking like he might have a comeback here for turn 1. He's not going to be able to do much with it.
Stamp. Might have an issue with Stamp. He just lost P2.
Oh, he sure did. All right. Let's go and see what happened to Stamp here in the 81. Oh, he just overshot turn 12 there. Big overshoot there. Aaron Kralik easily being able to go by there. As now Aaron Kralik in that P2 position overall and in GTP. Eric Stamp now 4 seconds behind Aaron Kralik.
Now there's all types of action around this racetrack. Oh, he might have went off.
Did he go again?
Yeah,
he did.
Yeah, he did. Oh, no. Oh, you never know what you're going to see, Tom. You just never know where the action's going to be. There's so much going on, all these different classes, but Stamp losing even more time now here to Kralik. He's 4.6 seconds behind here in the P3 position. As we got a few different battles going on track. We'll go back to the battle here with Santos and Brian Berthume here, as it looks like he's got it down again to 0.5 of a second here. He's going to kind of continue to close this gap here through the kink. Oh, the kink is so much fun. Holy cow. They're getting real aggressive there through the kink. Down here into turn 12, Canada corner. This is where we saw Stamp just last time by go right off track here, right through the sand trap. Oh, there goes Logan Rascioni, your race leader in GTP. Holy cow, what an aggressive move there through Canada corner. Oh,
they got damage!
Oh, my goodness. Oh, it came back. It came back. What kind of damage is there on the 44 of Logan's car, though?
Well, this is crazy here, Brian. He was just driving the car, and Logan, Rafael Santos now down pit road. Brian stays on the racetrack. Zohar Kabani coming down pit road now. Jordan Branch, we're going to be seeing some pit stops from these guys as they start to run out of fuel here. Does the 12 car come? The 12 car does come. Dallas Ewart coming around. Michael Ocean staying out. All these guys staying out. But man, Brian having a terrible time there. Logan, let's see if he got a little bit of damage there. Does kind of look like he did. Yeah, right front is really damaged there on that number 44 Acura GTP as he comes down into turn 5. Yeah, that's a lot of damage there for that car. It's going to heavily affect him going into these low speed corners where downforce means a lot, and going down the straightaways where now it acts like a parachute on that right front. As now Rafael Santos coming off of pit road. Huge breaking news here during the middle parts of this race.
Yeah, that undercut strategy here for Santos. We'll see how that plays out. But aggression here by your race leader, your overall leader, moving through the GTD traffic. Oh, man, with that big lead, you think be a little more conservative, but he's just digging it now. He wants to get up here and put down some flyer of laps. He is losing a little bit of time to Kralik, though. I've watched the interval. Went from about 31, 32 seconds down to 29 now, under the 30-second mark. So a little bit of incident there, a little bit of damage like you noted, Tom. That could be affecting that race car. We'll see this time by, though, going into the kink now for Brian Berthume. Let's see if he matches that strategy of the boys behind him, that undercut, maybe not wanting to lose any more time here to those guys that are going to undercut him. So we'll see as he's heading for Canada corner, turn 12 now.
Yep, absolutely. I would say, Brian, you probably need to pit this time by, probably, most importantly, for some fuel to continue on in the race, but for damage mitigation as well as he comes off the final corner. Let's see what the 27 does as he does elect to come down pit road. Here he comes, and we'll see if that undercut works for Rafael Santos. James Pierce down pit road as well. Nick Pressey, Logan Rascioni, your overall leader now coming down pit road as well. as everybody seems to be taking a lot of pit stops now. So we've got leader for GTP, leader for GTD down pit road as well, as Aaron Kralik now takes over overall.
Yeah, Eric Crawley getting a lap led now, or I guess not really, because the pit lane's after the line, but now overall taking the lead here. Eric Crawley doing a fantastic job. We haven't seen him make any mistakes so far this race, and I think that's what's going to take to find yourself a victory lane here at the end of the night. You never know what can happen. We've seen so many mistakes, especially in the turn 5, turn 6 area. We've seen a couple of mistakes there in the kink. Canada corner's been a challenge so far. Look at him go real wide, getting a nice arc into the corner. I like that line that he took there through turn 5. We'll see what he does. He's heading uphill into turn 6. This is that off canter to basically blind left-hander as he makes it through there just fine. Headed for turn 7 now, and then turn 8, and then the awesome carousel.
Did you see that full throttle through turn 7? That takes some steel cojones to do there for Aaron Kralik as he comes through turn 8 and into the carousel. Look at this. He is absolutely flying through this track. Man, so fast, so much downforce, so much power in these GTP cars. Impressive sight to see. Look at that, flat out through turn 11 and down into turn 12. What an impressive display here as Aaron Kralik now sees a little bit of LMP2 action in front of him. I believe that's Dallas Sewer. But let's see if he pits this time, because Logan did last time. Let's see if Aaron does it this time.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if maybe that was the strategy Logan had planned out from the beginning, or if maybe he came in to do a little bit of damage mitigation. We'll see as he exits. Here it is. There it is. The strategy's open. Here comes Eric Crowley to match what the race leader Logan Raggioni did here. Let's see if he can execute here on pit lane. I believe that's going to cycle. That should cycle Logan back to the lead here. I believe that all the rest of the GTP cars have made a pit stop here in this race.
All right, actual breaking news here. Rafael Santos comes out in front of Brian B. As they come down into turn 12 now. Brian does take a little bit of quick repair action there, rolling out his backup car. Too much damage to fix on the rear end of that car. So he believes that quick repair will work out just fine for him. As pit stops continue here, Blake Nave now down pit road, and look at this. Eric Molinari, the LMP2 car, overall leader.
Yes, we've seen this in every race so far this season. The LMP2 has had the lead at one point overall. The LMP2 all season long been able to go just a little bit longer than the other classes here, and that puts them in the lead. Eric Molinari doing a fantastic job. Opened up that 13.2 second gap over Cameron Keeley. Even with that mistake, though, by Keeley, he's been able to maintain that gap. It hasn't grown, hasn't shrunk. He's just maintained it, which is a fantastic job. Only what could have been if he didn't have that incident with Bill Daniels earlier into turn 5, where he would be in this race as he continues on here in that P2 position. We see Alvarez down pit lane there in the LMP2 class, kind of being the first one of the LMP2s to hit pit lane.
Nick Pressey has actually hit pit lane, and this is going to be very interesting, Jay, because he was battling with Kevin Mallard. So it's going to be very interesting where Kevin Mallard comes out at to see where Nicholas Pressey ends up. Nicholas Pressey right now racing by himself, and he has an open track in front of him. This is a perfect situation for the 194 as he comes through 13, 13A, and 14 to come down the front straightaway. Brian Alvarez still on pit road here as it looks like Nick Pressey is coming off the final corner and down the front straightaway. Looks like he is going to make up. Oh, maybe not. Oh, it's going to be close.
Yeah, I believe he's going to be able to make this move here into turn 1 with the speed that he's already got. The warmer tires, this is going to be interesting. Here he is flying, absolutely sending it, trying to make that move. There it is. Good goodness, B. There, look at Pressey go. That was impressive. Holy cow. Look at Alvarez. Now he's going to try and stay right here in touch with that 194. The podium for LMP2 is still open. These three guys have been battling all night long. Maillard, Pressey, and Alvarez, and these guys are going to be digging for this podium here tonight if it continues the way it is. As Pressey, here he is. Oh, maybe a little bit of a grass here at turn 5. Let's see what Alvarez can do. A little aggressive on the brakes here at 5.
Looks like everybody keeps it straight here. Maybe a little bit of an oversteer situation for Nick Pressey as they come into turn 5 now. 6, I apologize. And down into turn 7. He's all over the rear bumper now. The 40 setting up to try and make a pass here. Remember that 40 car, he is very heavy right now, full of fuel. Nicholas Pressey, not so much. Oh, he's in the gravel! He's in the gravel! Nicholas Pressey loses that position.
Oh, man, all the work he did with the undercut and then being able to fly by right there on the pit exit lane. Oh, it just went away right there. As now we see Molinari, as well as Cameron Keeley, your 2 leaders there in LMP2 on pit lane. We'll see how these boys blend out. There goes Molinari down into turn 1. Cameron Keeley still hasn't left his pit box yet. Still getting the fuel in it. There it is now. So it should maintain that gap around that 13-second mark here between your 1 and 2 here in the LMP2 class.
Yeah, and then Kevin Mallard still up in the air, putting some fuel and tires on. P4 and 5 for LMP2. They're coming into the final corner now. It's not going to be enough. The 58's going to hold on to that P3 position as he comes off of pit road now. Jay, we had a little bit of ongoing story here with Eric Stamp, as we'll go back and look and see what happened to the 81 as he was battling with Logan Raggioni and the 12 car of Ethan Amber going into turn 3. Whoa, he dove it in there! Oh, contact with your overall leader. The 81 goes around, and now he's stuck there because he got a whole bunch of cars coming his way. He reverses back onto the pavement there and gets back out on track. Oh, man, terrible for Eric Stamp, as now he's going to be coming under attack by Blake Nave coming into turn 11 now.
Wait, something happened to Raggioni. Kralik is your overall race leader right now, and he pitted a lap after Raggioni. We missed this. What happened here? 5-second gap for Kralik is your new leader. Holy cow, race changing. I was wondering why Logan and Stamp were battling side by side. Something had to have happened here with Logan Raggioni over the last few laps to increase or to decrease that lead that he had. He's going to be on charge mode here to get back to Kralik, who is taking over control of this race. Unbelievable.
Maybe a little bit of an off track that went awry here for Logan. Let's go back and look and see what happened to the 44. Oh, he saves it, though. Not a big moment there for Logan. But maybe... Oh, I might have found it, Jay. I may have found it. No, I did not. I apologize. That goes all the way back to the beginning of the race there. But, Jay, there's nothing here in my control box saying that Logan had an issue other than that off track. So, Aaron really must have been... had some awesome pit strategies there. I mean, he was in P4 at one point in this race.
Yeah, a fantastic job. I believe before that pit sequence cycle, he was 29 seconds behind Logan. So, wow, what a huge change of events here as he's going through the kink now. And you see Logan, he'll be coming into frame, just almost in frame there. He's about 3.8. Logan has closed this gap down just a little bit here. He's going to see what he can do. Oh, look at the pit stop time.
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
he didn't put all the fuel in the race car. Minute 14.
Or tires.
Or tires, exactly. One or the other.
Because
we'll see how this progresses, yeah.
We do know that the tires in the IMSA series are harder than the stones that Jesus walked on. So that could be a possibility here as Aaron Kralik now coming across the start-finish line with a 3.5-second gap between him and Logan Raggioni in P2. As you can see him right back there, Logan, last time by a 148.97, Aaron Kralik a 150.45. So really about a second and a half quicker than Aaron right now, Logan is, as he comes through turns 3. As Logan really sets the pace high now, coming down the back straightaway. Let's go back and look at one of our closer battles on track. That's Brian B. and Rafael Santos in front of him. Look at this! Brian B. has caught the 65, and he's going to the inside now, going down into turn 1. Brian B. looking for another position here tonight.
Yeah, we're side by side, wheel to wheel. Oh, look how aggressive the brake Santos is. He don't want to give up this position early or easy at all into turn 3 now. Maybe Brian B. aggressive on the brakes. If he can get a good run here off of 3, he could set something up here for turn 5. Turn 5 could be his best opportunity. Here he is. All kinds of bumper business here. Down headed towards turn 5. Brian Berthiaume maybe peek out here. He's going to stay right in the trail of the 65 of Santos. Does he make an aggressive move? Here he comes. Gets aggressive down here to turn 5. Here comes Brian Berthiaume to the inside. Makes the pass. Santos.
Brian B up into the P2 position after passing Rafael Santos, going into turn 6 now, and looking at turn 7. That 27 looking extremely strong tonight, trying to take the battle to the leader of James Pierce as they come down into turn 8 and into the carousel now. Rafael Santos may not have the pace to stick with the 27, and if Brian can keep this car on track and fast, he's going to pull away effortlessly off the exit of the Coliseum. I almost said Coliseum again. Carousel going down into turn 11 now. And it looks like Brian doing a phenomenal job to stay out front.
Yeah, going through the kink, he's already opened up this gap to 0.7 of a second here over Santos. So the pace, we saw Santos with the undercut. 1 lap earlier pit stop. Looks like it hasn't played out in his favor like it did for Brian Berthume. But look how aggressive they both were right there through the Canada corner. Unbelievable here through 13 and 13A as we're headed for turn 14. It looks like the gap is kind of leveled out here at about 0.7 of a second. Looks like there might still be a little bit of damage on the back of that Ferrari there for Brian Berthume, but here comes some prototype traffic. That's Cameron Keeley. P2 in your LMP2 class is going to go around Santos. Most likely get by Brian Berthume as well. And then also Silvino, he's still on the track. He's still digging. I love it. The never quit attitude. He's still digging here at Road America.
All right, we got a little bit of a developing story with Nick Pressey now, as he lost a position to Brian Alvarez in that LMP2 class. Let's go ahead and see what happened to Nick coming into turn 5. So you can see, once again, real big overshoot there, getting into the gravel, into the grass, losing that position to Brian Alvarez. As Nick Pressey now classified P10 overall, P5 in class. As we got a little bit of a battle back here. Logan Brecky and Michael Oceans going into turn 3.
Yeah, wheel to wheel here into turn 3. Ocean's got the inside leverage position here, but he didn't get the run he wanted. Here's Breaky. He's going to stay side by side here into turn 5. We might see a little bit of cat and mouse on the brakes here. This could get exciting as they're still drag racing it here. Headed for turn 5. Looks like the Logan Breaky's going to have the inside position, but Michael Oceans, do they play a little cat and mouse here in a 5? Look at Oceans, really aggressive on the brakes. He's going to stay side by side here. Oh, turn 6 is going to be fun here, Tom. We're still side by side. Wheel to wheel. Here comes Dallas Seward, the LP2. He wants to mix up with these boys, and we're still side by side off of 6.
Wow, these guys been duking it out here. Oh, contact!
Oh.
The 29's in the grass, in the gravel. Dallas Seward now licking his chops to get around this number 11 of Michael Oceans. Here's the 40 as well. Nick Pressey behind him, and it looks like Michael Oceans is going to continue on here through the carousel as the 40 goes around the outside of him. And, oh, look at this. We had a pass for the overall. Logan Raggioni around Aaron Kraulik.
Oh, he made a mistake. Oh, he made a mistake. Here comes Kraulik right back there to apply the pressure. A little bit of bumper business. Great run here. He's trying to make a move. Logan's blocking. There he is to the inside. Full send lane break move. Door to door, wheel to wheel for the lead in GTP. Looks like Logan's going to hold that position. But Kraulik to the inside to the carousel. Unbelievable. Oh, I can't believe he tried to make that move to the carousel. It almost worked out for him. But Logan's going to hold his position as we head for the king.
Now coming through turn 11, the 0-1 of Aaron Kraulik trying to stay in the draft of Logan Raggioni as they come down into turn 12. Logan grabbing a little bit of grass there as they come through turn 12. Everybody gets through there pretty nicely. Logan still holding strong onto the lead of this race at the half a second gap between himself and Aaron Kraulik. That ever more increases now to 0.6, maybe 0.7 as they come off the final corner. As it grows just a little bit, Aaron trying to grab a little bit of that draft. He does. He's probably putting on a lot of electronic boost, or as much as he can, but it's just not going to be enough. Going down into turn 1, he's got to make up a lot of ground here to try to get back to the rear bumper, and it looks like now that gap is just about 1 second through 2 and 3, and now it is Aaron Kraulik, though, holding on to that second place position very, very well. Nick Pressey, this is a developing story. He has caught Brian Alvarez in the number 40, and this battle here is going to continue with Nick Pressey behind the 40 of Brian Alvarez.
Yeah, Alvarez and Pressy been battling all race long, and here it is. Pressy right back to the rear wing of the 40 of Alvarez. Dallas Seward up there in front as well. So we got 3 LMP2 cars right here in a battle. Here we are through the carousel. Oh, look how good the 40 of Alvarez is through the carousel. He's already up to the rear wing of the 38 of Seward. Pressy gonna try to get a good run here into the kink. If he could get a great drive here through the kink and maybe set something up on braking into turn 12, Canada corner. Look at Alvarez. He's trying to find a way around Dallas. We got some GTD traffic in front. Oh, look at Dallas. Aggressive.
Oh,
aggressive goes around. Oh, no. Alvarez is around. Oh, no. Unbelievable. Pressy's going to retake that position. These guys are just swapping it back and forth, making mistakes. Unbelievable action there in the Canada corner.
All right, coming down the front straightaway now, Nicholas Pressy getting around that GTD. That's the 03, I believe, of Jordan Branch. It sure is, as he crosses the start-finish line in the P5 position. Doing a great job there right now. Oh, we got a little bit of issues back here. Michael Oceans in the 11. He is around, and it looks like that is the final corner of the racetrack right there. As he's going through the grass, getting back out on track. And going to come down the front straightaway. Let's see what happened to Michael here off the final corner. Maybe a little bit of contact with Logan here. Yeah, just a little bit of contact there. Going through the corner. Spins the 11 around. Looks like Aaron Kralik got through there very nicely. But the 11 back down into turn 1 now. Continuing on with his race. Next car in front of him, Logan Brakey. Just about 18.5 seconds in front of him. See, he goes down into turn 5. And James Pierce, still your leader of the GTD class, now going into turn 11. He's got, is that the 58? Yes, it is. The 58 LMP2. That's Kevin Mallard. As he goes down into turn 12, he makes that pass on him. Kevin Mallard, currently P3 in the LMP2 class. Really, the race of consistency for Kevin Mallard. Not having many mistakes. Nicholas Pressy would be one to compare against. He has been extremely fast, but has had a couple of issues just like this right here, where he pushes it too hard into a corner. Goes off just a little bit, loses a little bit of time. Kevin Mallard, though, very solid tonight. May not be the fastest car on track, but by golly, he's on track.
Yes. Wonder if we should go into our infamous full throttle zone before we get into that potential final pit stop here. I think we're going to be seeing that here in the next 5-6 minutes here, I believe, right? With the way
Yes.
we had that first one.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go straight into our full throttle segment here tonight as we round out this broadcast.
We're the hub for motorsports. If you love racing, this is the
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. And we just saw a great, well, not great, craziness ensue there after we went to the full throttle segment. Aaron Kralik out of this race. We saw some big wrecks back there with Brian Alvarez. Yep. And just a whole bunch of other craziness ensuing. But now we're watching pit stops happen. Rafael Santos back here trying to undercut Brian B. once again. Brian putting a stop to that as he comes out P2. He is currently about a minute behind James Pierce. James Pierce, though, has not made a pit stop. Logan Raggioni coming off of pit road, or onto pit road, excuse me. Right now, Eric Molinari still out on the racetrack. James Pierce, let's see what he does here. Is he going to come down pit road? He does! James Pierce down pit road. Brian B. now going into turn 8. Yes, turn 8.
Yeah, getting overtaken there by the P3 in the LMP3 or LMP2 class, excuse me. That is Maylard. He's gonna move on past Brian B, who's currently holding that P2 in the GTD class. Look at Blake Nave. We gotta give this guy a shout out. The never give up attitude. He ends up having a real rough start to this race, and now here he is. He could say he led a lap here. I don't know if he could have said that earlier in this race when he was having all those issues, but here it is. The never give up attitude. Blake Nave now holding the lead here in GTP pre-pit stop cycle. So we'll see how. Oh, and I'm jinxing him. Goodness be, the announcer's jinx. Oh man, seems like every time that's how it works, Tom. We talk up somebody and then they make a mistake.
Absolutely, absolutely it does. All right, James Pierce now going to be coming off of pit road. Let's see where Brian B is at. He's just now coming off of the final corner as James Pierce turns off his pit road speed limiter. He'll be real close, or it seems like a little bit closer behind him now as the gap it decreases down now to 12 seconds, 11 seconds, maybe 10. Nah, just about 11 seconds here. So James Pierce holding on to a great commanding lead. We got a little bit of a battle here, though, between Clayton Sanchez and Jordan Branch.
Yeah, this is another great battle. These guys have been pretty much right up on top of each other all night long here, battling, swapping positions. Branch going to get a great run down here into turn 1 behind Sanchez. He's going to try and carry this momentum. Oh, look at that incredible exit there off of turn 1 down here into turn 3. He's going to close this gap even more. Can he get a good run here off of 3 like he did in 1? That would set up an opportunity for a passing maneuver here into turn 5. Right there in the toe of this Mercedes is the BMW Branch. Here he comes. He's got a massive run. Oh, a little bit of a block there by the 777 of Sanchez. Here it is. Wheel, side by side here. Head over turn 5.
And down into turn 5 now. The 03 gets pushed wide. The 777. Now we see a crossover move by Branch to the inside going up into turn 6. He's not going to be able to do much with it, though, as Branch is still stuck behind the 07, or 777, excuse me. Branch still all over the rear bumper, coming off of 7 and down into turn 8. Let's see if Branch can do anything here, as doesn't look like he is. The 777 still out in front of the 03 now through the carousel, and it doesn't look like much is going to be able to happen here as the 03 is still stuck behind the 777.
Yeah, his next best passing opportunity is going to be Canada Corner, turn 12. Here through the kink now, turn 11. Oh, both did a fantastic job utilizing the tractor to the kink. Now, can Branch get aggressive on the brakes here? Can he get close enough to make a move here into Canada Corner? It doesn't look like it. He's going to stay right behind him here through turn 12. Be able to get a good run here. The 777 getting a little wide there. He's going to be able to hold on here through 13. A and B as he gets right into the grass here as we're headed for turn 14. Branch using up all the track he can. Look how aggressive he is on the brakes. Way later on the brake pedal than the 777 as we're going to run off a turn 14 here. And here comes Blake Nave. Oh, with a late move to the outside.
Look, he's right up to the rear bumper. He's grabbing a draft here, coming across start-finish line. And let's see what he can do down into turn 1. This gap now just a 1/10 of a second. He's looking. He's not going to make anything of it. He's going to brake a little bit earlier, try to get a good exit. Look at this. Here he comes now. Down to the inside of the 777. Sanchez under attack by Branch. Going into turn 3. We're side by side now. The BMW on the inside. Mercedes on the outside. Now coming down the back straightaway. Branch does it. it! He puts himself into that P5 position.
Yeah, now do we see the Sanchez in the 777 make a move back here to turn 5? As Branch does not want to give the inside up. Here comes the Mercedes with all the speed in the world. Heavy on the brakes to the outside. Can he pull the crossover? Branch, fantastic on the brakes. Unbelievable driver talent there by the 03 to hold that position with all the pressure from behind applied to it by Sanchez. He's going to continue on here, running a little wide here, using all the track as we head in towards turn 7, turn 8 combo into the carousel. What a fantastic drive so far by Branch. That's going to move him up to that P5 position in GTD, doing a fantastic job as he started to open this gap up on Sanchez.
All right, Jay, we're just looking now at almost 14 minutes to go here. Time is of the essence. It is now time to be pushing the throttle as much as you can. Make up as much positions as you can. No mistakes out of anybody here. Get yourself a good finish for tonight. Blake Nave still leading overall at the moment. 17 seconds in front of Logan Ragioni coming through the final corner now. As Logan is now coming into turn 12. He's pushing extremely hard here. Oh, look, Blake Nave down pit road.
Oh, I was just about to ask you, Tom, with a different strategy Blake Nave's been on here tonight with all the mistakes, was he going to go to the end? Doesn't look like it. Here he is for his final pit stop. That's going to give the lead back over to Logan Ragioni for the final stint of this race. Molinati still holding on to that LMP2 lead. Oh, Dallas Seward building them blocks up here. He makes a little bit of a mistake here through turn 5 into turn 6 now. Let's see if he continues on. Yeah, we'll go back and take a look here into turn 5. Oh, this is way. This is Canada corner.
There was actually a series of issues here for Dallas. We got a couple to go through here. Dallas now coming into turn 5 as in that 38 LMP2. Real late on the braking, locks him up, and goes real deep into turn 5. And again, coming back out on track. Blake Nave is still down pit road. He's coming off pit road now. Currently P2 in the GTP, P4 overall. Eric Molinati, Cameron Keeley. Remember, these guys, they have exceptional, I think that's the correct term, exceptional fuel economy on these cars. So they haven't made their pit stop yet. They might be able to make it the next 12 minutes here for the rest of the race. They may not be able to. If that's the case, Eric Molinati currently P2 overall at the moment. Cameron Keeley P3 overall, only 12 seconds behind Eric Molinati. Cameron Keeley, what a phenomenal job he's done to stay close or not lose any time to Eric Molinati during this race.
Yeah, I believe this pace that the LMP2s have, I think these guys have about 5 laps to the end of this race and to hit the hour 15 mark. So can they go 5 more laps around here at Road America? That'll be another question for the rest of this race to figure out. But Cameron Keeley, he's actually cut this gap down. It was 16 seconds not too long ago. He's got down to 12 seconds now. So he's been doing a fantastic job. Only what could have been if he didn't have that little incident with Bill Daniels going into turn 5 early in this race, where he'd be in the running order right now as he's continuing to charge, man. He is just digging. He's been fun to watch all season long. It's a matter of time before we see him in victory lane. He's been the one guy all season long to put the fight to Molinati, and he did it there at the beginning of this race. He was there for a while. Unfortunate mistake. Been able to maintain that gap as he continues to hold this P2 position here ahead of Mallard there in the LMP2 class. And then Eric Stamp recycles back up to the P2 position, but he is coming under attack from Blake Nave here. This is for a P2 position in GTP late in this race. Blake Nave just off of pit road.
Yeah, just off pit road, fresh tires, full of fuel, ready to go to the end of this race. He is tracking down the 81 of Eric Stamp. Last time by just over 2 seconds quicker. So as they come through turn 1, 2, and 3 here, coming down the back straightaway, that 51 is hungry, looking for that P2 position and getting ever so closer to Logan Ragioni, the overall leader at the moment, as they come down the back straightaway and down into turn 5. We're going to be watching this 51. Let's see if he makes a move on Eric Stamp now. He does not. He breaks a little early here, trying to get himself set up on a good exit. He does! Look at that exit he got! He's looking to the inside now of Eric Stamp! To the inside in turn 6! He completes the pass! Side by side and done! For the 51 here at Road America with only 10 minutes to go.
Gosh, Blake Nave deserves driver of the day. I mean, after the start this man has had, he is absolutely put on a tear. I mean, again, like I said with Cameron Keeley, what could have been for Blake Nave tonight without those early mistakes as now he moves into the P2 position overall in GTP. Oh no, Salvino! He's had just a tough day as well. Here he is with a front end tore off that thing. Let's see if he can get it going. He's not gonna give up. I love it, the non-give up fighting attitude here from Salvino, making his debut here in the Nexus Sports Car Challenge. I love it, man. He's still digging. He ain't giving up tonight.
Okay, real quick before we go look at that wreck and see what happened to Felipe Salvino. Eric Molinari down pit road, Cameron Keeley down pit road, Blake Nave now coming off the final corner, so those guys are going to take over P2, P3 overall. But let's go look and see what happened to Felipe coming off of the carousel. Grabs a little bit of grass there, comes real wide. Oh, he got real loose there. Big contact with the outside wall. Man, big contact there. Let's see if we get just a little bit of a better view here. Maybe aerial. Yep, here we go. Yeah, just loose coming off the carousel and grabbing a lot of damage there.
Oh, so unfortunate. He was just digging. He was doing a fantastic job recovering as well, like Blake Nave. But Molinari now on the exit of pit road. We see Cameron Keeley now exiting pit road, and I believe that would be a P3 Mallard. He's also on pit road as well. So that'll pretty much decide your podium if everything runs consistent the way it is now here in the LP2. We'll have to see Nicholas Pressey if he can gain some of this time back to Mallard. He's 2 minutes 5 seconds behind. That's about a lap. So it's going to be a tough task or a tall order here for Pressey to be able to get by that 58 while he's on pit lane.
Yeah, absolutely. It might just be too big of a bite to swallow here for Nicholas Pressey as he comes off the carousel and down into turn 11. He's still got a big gap to Kevin Mallard, who's now coming off of pit road. Yeah, it's just not going to happen. Look at that, though. That left front's gone. It's just gone. Good Lord.
Yeah, I can't believe he got it back to pit lane. The never quit attitude just on full display here for Salvino. He got her back. He's going to get that quick repair on that thing, get the tires back on it. I love it, man. I love it. That's a driver right there. He's continuing to dig. Still got time in this race. Still can make something happen here. I love it as we're on board here. This is Alvarez. He's had a great run here tonight. Him and Pressey really put on a battle for a good portion of this race, swapping back and forth. And here he is in the P5 position late in this race, trying to bring her on home as he's full drift mode there through Canada Corner. That was fun to watch as he's closing up here. I believe that's the 29 car of Breaky. He's going to make that move to the outside. Oh, he tried to. Oh, no. I keep jinxing these boys tonight. Here in turn 14, Alvarez is around.
Oh, no. It's late in the race. He was trying to make up a little ground in Nicholas Pressey.
Don't let me talk about these boys anymore, Tom. Cut me off.
We had a little bit of an incident with Rafael Santos. Let's see what happened to the 65 now coming down into turn 1. As he grabs a little bit of grass there. Oh, man, he keeps it straight. What a drive there for Rafael. And a little bit of an incident with Dallas Seward. Let's see what happened to him coming down into turn 5. Overshooting there. Again on the 38 machine. Going into the gravel and through the grass. Toro Lawn Mower for Dallas Seward. Old Dal Seawee. As he is currently P10 overall. P6 in his class. There he goes. I think he just loves gravel.
Yeah, he's building Legos and in the gravel tonight. He's doing a fantastic job. He had a great qualifying run. Still currently in that P6 position. He said that P5 was right there in range, and he was just about there. Did a fantastic job here tonight. He's going to continue on here in the Lego car here through the kink, headed for Canada Corner now, turn 12. As we're closing in here, Tom, to the Dega Boys. 5 minutes to go here at Road America. About 5.5 minutes left. Logan continues to lead overall. 39-second lead over Blake Nave. We might have another battle there between Nave and Stamp here towards the end of this race. They're going through some GTD traffic. That is Berthume, currently P2 in the GTD class. Santos just down the road as well. So a few more battles to be decided here with 5 minutes to go here at Road America.
Yep, 5 minutes to go here. We are winding down this race. And boy, is it been a great race so far. Lots of drama, lots of on-track action here tonight. And, you know, I could pretty confidently say the leader of that forefront. Oh, man, Eric Stamp way out in the boonies there. Coming back out on, back to the track. Nice to see you back in Wisconsin here. But Blake Nave, really the driver who had the most diverse race tonight, and coming back and now running P2. What a great run for him so far.
Yeah, I'm impressed. Unbelievable drive that Blake Nave had. If there's a driver of the day, I think you got to give it to this man. That he didn't give up one bit tonight. I should probably quit talking about him because then he'll be off track somewhere.
all right. We're going somewhere else
for a second. Yeah, we'll go somewhere else. Let's talk about Molinati for a second. What a great drive Molinati's put together tonight. He's opened up this gap. Cameron Keeley there behind him. Here he is going to make a move here on, I believe that is maybe Sohair Kabani there. Get that move made there through turn 6, headed for turn 7. Molinati, fantastic. He's looking to go 3 for 3 to start this season here in LMP2 as he just puts together another display here at Road America late in this race, still charging and continuing to put down some heater of a lap times here. What is it, P4 overall in its entire race here? It's unbelievable in an LMP2.
Yeah, absolutely. An incredible show of driver talent and perseverance, really. This man has made no mistakes tonight. It has been incredible. So watch that 46 run around his playground of Road America here with the Nexus Sports Car Challenge. And what a great run he's had so far. Cameron Keeley in the P2 position for the LMP2s. Kevin Mallard, P3, 36 seconds ahead of Nick Pressey, who was really battling hard with Kevin Mallard and Brian Alvarez for that P3 position. But little mistakes here and there really do add up over time. And that negates Nicholas Pressey all the way back, 37 seconds behind Kevin Mallard. But James Pierce, let's talk about him for a second. Because we haven't at all race, really. James Pierce has literally led this whole race in the GTD class. As one small mistake, one small off track for himself, but he's right back out on track. 16 seconds ahead of Brian B right now, who is now coming down into turn 5. But James Pierce, man, what an awesome drive by him tonight.
Gosh, he's so fast. It doesn't matter what type of car you put him in. You put him in a GTD, you put him in a GTP, put him in an Indy car, and put him in a truck or even a Gen 6 car we saw last season. He was fast in a couple races he ran there on the NASCAR side of things. This guy is he just knows how to find pace. He doesn't make mistakes, super consistent. And here he is, built up that 16-second lead over P2 here in the GTD class as he continues to sail his way towards victory lanes. We got 2 minutes to go here at Road America, and here comes Logan. Oh no, what, 2 minutes to go? Your race leader GTP is pitting. What? I'm beside myself right now. Here, oh, maybe he had a pass-through penalty? I don't know what's going on.
That's possible, Jay. That is absolutely possible. Blake Nave coming off the final corner now. Logan Raggioni absolutely could have had a little bit of a penalty there, having to serve a pass-through, which is really close. Now Blake Nave is only 15, 14, 13 seconds behind, 14 seconds behind. So he's got to keep a straight arrow here from here on out. We're looking at just a minute left in the race, though, but still, that could have been huge.
Yeah, I mean, now it's a 14-second gap. He has an off track, maybe lose a little bit of time. Blake Nave has been running really good heater of lap times. This could be big news here. If he has a mistake, we can see Blake Nave get back into the mix here late in this race as we're under a minute to go. I'm not sure when we're going to get the white flag. Our overlay is not exactly going to tell us, so we'll have to wait and see if he gets that white flag or if he has the white flag in hand now.
actually, we could see. No, he does not. So
Okay.
he might get it this time by. We'll keep our eye on Logan here. And if anything happens on track, we'll go and watch. But Logan coming through turn 11 now and down into turn 12. A phenomenal run he's had tonight. Currently 15-second gap to P2 at the moment. As he comes through turn 12. Another great corner for the 44. As he rounds out what could possibly be the final lap here at Road America.
Yeah, here he is off of turn 14 now. We'll see if he gets the checkered flag. Nonetheless, put together a fantastic race here tonight. We'll see if he gets the checkered flag and takes Road America glory here tonight. No, it's the white flag. He's got one more time around this baby here tonight. 4 more miles of glory. Let's see what he can do as he's heading into turn 1 now.
White flag in the air for Logan Ragioni. A wonderful drive for himself tonight. Qualified on pole, stayed out front, super pace out here at Road America with the Nexus Sport Car Challenge. He had a goal tonight, come out here, get the pole, lead all the laps he could, and win the race. And boy, is he halfway to that point. Coming down into turn 5 now, taking it extremely conservative as he wants to come home with that checker flag. Another great corner for the 44 as he goes down into turn 6 and into turn 7. Once again, keeping it straight and ready to bring home the 44, the checker flag, and another trophy back home, and see what more can happen for that 44 during this 14 race season. Into the carousel he goes.
Here it is, the carousel for the final time, turns 9 and turns 10. He's going to be setting up for the kink. Oh, he may be a little wide there on the carousel. He's going back her down there, buddy. We got a 16-second lead. We're going to try and find glory here, headed for Canada Corner here tonight for the final time to round out this amazing race, the American Sports Car Shootout. Here at Road America, the final time through turn 12. Logan Ragioni, he did it at Daytona, and then he missed Sebring. Here he is trying to reclaim the points battle here through 14, and here he is set up for the front stretch. Logan Ragioni, he's going to do it once again. He's going to take a second round here of this season. He's going to win the American Sports Car Shootout here at Road America.
Logan Ragioni taking it home, P1. Blake Nave, oh, he's off!
No!
He's off! 3 seconds to Eric Stamp. There goes Eric Stamp. He's going for P2 off the final corner. Up the hill. Blake Nave lost it on the last corner. Eric Stamp now coming home. P2. Blake Nave right behind him. Unbelievable. What just happened there? Blake Nave almost had that P2, and all the bad luck just continues for him tonight. Eric Molinati now coming off of the final corner in that 46. He is going to come home and take the checker flag for the LMP2 class, as that run that the 46 made tonight was just an unbelievable run. Cameron Keeley and James Pierce off of turn 4 off the final corner now. Pierce, what an incredible run he had tonight. He's going to take home the trophy for the GTD class.
Yeah, fantastic racing by a lot of these boys. Here comes Berthium. He's going to round out here P2 tonight in the American Sports Car Shootout here at Road America. Fantastic racing all night long. He played the strategy to perfection. He's going to round out P2. Looks like Santos, Rafael Santos, he is going to round out your podium here in the GTD class. What a great race here tonight. Unfortunate for Blake Nave. One corner from glory for the P2. Makes a mistake. Unbelievable. What a race we witnessed here tonight at Road America.
Absolutely. Well, you know what, Jay? Let's go ahead and let's bring down some of the race winners. In fact, let's just watch this end here as everybody is starting to come across the start-finish line. The last one to do that, Logan Brakey in the 29 Porsche machine. He's going to come home P7. Oh, holy crap! He passed Ethan Amberg. Amberg was going down pit road on the checker flag. He passed him.
Mark Martin, move! Mark Martin, move! Oh my goodness, the race wasn't over there, Ethan. Dang!
Well, we gotta go watch this. There he goes! Look at that!
Oh,
That's
man.
Logan Brakey right there!
Oh, man. Ethan
Look at this.
Amberg, big mistake
Whoops.
here. Oh, no.
Look at this. Look at this. Oh, no, Amberg. Look. Oh, no. Oh, no.
As we get down to the end of the season, the points that he just lost there could be crucial. Oh, man. I don't know. Maybe he thought he had a big enough gap where he's like, I can hit pit road. I'll be fine. It just didn't work out. Logan Brinky never giving up there either. I mean, dang. Oh, Mark Martin resurrected here tonight at Road America.
All right. I am trying to get these guys up here. All right. Let's go. Let's see if we can get... let's do this right here. All right. Let's bring down James Pierce, and let's talk to him a little bit about his race. James, this is Thomas and Jay in the booth. You got a copy?
Oh my god, yeah.
James, what a phenomenal run that you had tonight. You came out here, grabbed pole for the GTD, and you were out front the entire time. Holy cow, what was that like? How was the racing out there, first and foremost, actually? Racing with the LMP2s, with the GTDs. What was that dynamic like out on track?
It wasn't too different from anything I've experienced. There's a couple passes that were a little sketchy, but overall it wasn't too bad there. Other than a few that were just like not good decisions, but hey, you live and learn, no impact. So I say it was a fair play in the end.
Absolutely. How or what was the strategy rolling into this race, if there was any strategy? But talk to us a little bit about that. How the execution went with that strategy, and how many times did you have to sway away from it?
Came in with 0 laps of practice. A setup that got given to me as I realized I was in the wrong car, and drove it till the tank was dry, and just took tires every time. So stayed on to that and just didn't touch the fuel, didn't touch the tires, and just let it ride. So.
Well, that's extremely impressive there, James. You ran a phenomenal race tonight. Very, very minimal mistakes by yourself. I see here you had one off-track registered on my control box there the entire race. So congratulations on that. That is extremely difficult in a situation like this. So congratulations on that. But with that being said, congratulations on your win tonight. I'm going to hand you off to Jay here. Jay may have a few questions for you. But once again, congratulations. And Jay, take it away.
Yes, James, fantastic race here tonight. I believe now you're, what, 2 for 3 for the Triple Crown? Are we going to get you in a truck, man? I know I've asked you this before. Are we going to get you in a truck? Come on.
I don't know. Oh, sorry. I don't know about that. We'll see on that side of it. But you know, yeah, it's nice to come away with at least something on this side of it. Even though if it was the wrong pick of a car, so I'll take it. You know, at the end of the day, it's a win. It's a win, and just glad I could compete and thought it was some good racing. So at the end of the day, I'm nothing wrong with it, and you know, that truck thing's gonna be a hard sell. So we'll see. We'll see.
No, we gotta get it. We gotta make it happen here, James. Come on, man. You can win in just about anything you touch, so we'd like to see it happen. But with that being said, who do you have to thank for your amazing performance here tonight at Road America?
Shout out to Fanatec for their brake dampener breaking and then me taking it off. And driving normal now. Shout out to them on that one. Yeah, dealing with that one, and finally took that thing off, and it's been driving. The first time racing with it, took it off yesterday, so glad it wasn't infecting me too much, and just glad I was able to. I want to thank myself for somehow keeping it on the track, because I definitely wasn't expecting that. So shout out to myself for actually putting in a decent performance for once.
Well, congratulations on your GTD overall win. Or I should just say GTD win, excuse me, tonight, James, and a very, very strong performance. Congratulations once again, and James, we hope to see you in the next one.
How's it going?
All right, see you. All right. Let's now bring up Eric Molinati, as he had a very fast race car tonight. Let's see if we can do this guy right here. Well, let's see. All right, here we go. Let's bring down Eric Molinati, who was just here and now he's not.
No,
Yes,
he's
he
in
is.
here.
All right. Sorry about that. Eric, this is Thomas and Jay in the booth. You got a copy?
Got you guys.
Hey, congratulations on your win here in the LMP2s tonight at Road America. A phenomenal performance that you put on. Talk to us a little bit about it. Tell us, what was going through your head there. You had some great competition at the beginning of this race, and a little mistakes took out a couple of others, like Cameron Keeley. Were you worried about Cameron coming up behind you and giving you a battle for the lead?
No, I didn't really feel like there was too much pressure on my part or on his part. We got stuck up with some GTP traffic that is always difficult, but once I was able to pull out of the draft, it was just knock it back a couple notches and just hit marks and hit fuel numbers, and that was the end of it.
Well, once again, you find yourself in the overall P1 during the race, leading some laps. Look, whether or not, if it's a fuel issue or not, it takes a lot of skill to get up there and really show the speed of that car. And where I'm going with this is, Eric, how much time did you invest with this setup, with this car at this track?
We got about 25-30 minutes in it. That's all I had. I was traveling all week for work, so not much. It's basically a stock setup from Apex, so nothing crazy. But yeah, about 20-30 minutes of just a couple laps just to make sure that I knew what I was doing, and was able to put that qualifying lap down, which was not half bad.
Absolutely nothing to hang your head about here tonight with the Nexus Sports Car Challenge coming out here with the LMP2 win. Congratulations, Eric. I'm going to hand you off to Jay. Jay, you got anything for Eric?
Yes, I'm going to steal one from you, Tom. I know you asked this a lot, but Eric, are you going to start charging for these clinics, man? You just 3 for 3 here in the LMP2 Sports Car Challenge.
Yeah, sure. If anyone wants to come to driver coaching, feel free to. I'll drop my PayPal or my Venmo on my stream. Yeah, I think I might take you guys up on your ask for James and go and see if I can make something happen in the trucks later.
Yes!
Yes!
But we'll see. I'll bring my Formula wheel and we'll see what we can happen. I gotta figure out when the next race is and setups and whatnot, but I may give it a go and just see how bad I am.
Yes. Well, anybody that's listening, we have $100 on the line for a driver that can complete the Triple Crown, win in all 3 series here in the Nexus Sim Racing. So, yes, Eric, we'd love to see you here in some trucks, maybe some Indy cars here on Mondays. That'd be awesome. We'd love to see somebody go for this. We keep trying to entice James, but we might have a new contender here with Eric Molinati. Anyway, who do you have to thank for this awesome performance here, Eric?
Just my guys over at Geodesic and Hydro Race. If you guys want the best water bottles for drinking while driving, keep yourself hydrated. Hydro Race.
Water, though, right?
Water, of course. Yeah, of course. always keep it hydrated. But no, other than that, that's who I got to thank. These guys are great. GSI, that's on the car with the best wheels. Q3 Sim Sport for the pedals. So yeah, everything's good, and hopefully see you out on Triple Crown. So I got to win the Indy car, and I've got to win a truck.
That's right.
Yep. And we might even make a trophy for it. We'll probably do a double award here. We got to see somebody do it. We got to have at least somebody try it.
All right, is all the Indy cars all oval, or are they also?
It's a mix.
It's a mix.
I'll pick a road course on that one, so it could be a little easy on me.
Yes!
And then I'll figure out what truck stuff I can get myself
we got
into.
Montreal coming up.
Oh
here
yeah,
soon
that's
with the
right. A
trucks.
road course.
So there you go.
Oh, when is that? Is that this week?
It's
I
coming
think
up.
it's in the end of this month, maybe right after
Okay.
Talladega week.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, Talladega. I mean, I got to do Talladega. I can just put my foot down. That's pretty easy.
Well, we just finished up that one.
Okay.
Oh, that's right, we did, huh?
Yeah,
Oh, man.
but
I'm all
Montreal after real life Talladega, we'll go to Montreal, and then you can have your hand in that.
All right, sounds good. Count me in.
All right, I love it. I love it.
I love it.
Awesome. All right, this is what makes Nexus a great community to be a part of. Thank you, Eric, for coming out, giving us some great on-track content. And once again, man, you got to start charging for these clinics. Congratulations on your LMP2 win tonight. And Eric, we hope to see you in the next one.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. All right, that was your winner for the LMP2 class. Maybe something to look forward to there. We
I'm
might
excited,
see
man.
Eric in a truck in a
We need to get Eric
3,500
and
pound.
James
Oh
in the
yeah.
truck
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
together at Montreal. I
Yep.
think that'd be great.
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree. I agree. All right. Now, let's bring down your overall winner for tonight, Logan Raggioni, in the 44. Logan, this is Thomas and Jay in the booth. You got a copy?
I'm here.
Logan, what a phenomenal run you had there tonight. Look, we saw a little bit of strategy happening there towards the end of this race, or middle to end of this race. We saw Aaron Kralik really taking it to the front there with a little bit of strategy happening. And then we saw the bad happen for Aaron Kralik. But before that, what was going through your head? What was happening there on track where Aaron got in front of you?
I locked up going into the pits and got a stop and hold.
Oh, that was that
Yeah.
40-second difference that we saw, Jay. That
Yep.
was that
Okay.
47. Yep. All right. Okay, that makes a lot more sense now of everything that was happening on track. The picture has been painted. We understand now. So, but Logan, that 40 seconds though, that was a lot of time. I mean, you got a good gap to second place there, but obviously it wasn't enough to overcome that 40-second penalty. But with that trek to get back up to the front, what was that like?
That was honestly the least of my worries this race. It was, I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty frustrated right now, but the trek to the front, that was honestly the most enjoyable part of this race. The other GTP drivers fought me well and cleanly. That was the best part of this race.
Well, nonetheless, with the frustrating race, you still come home P1. You get the win. Congratulations on that, Logan. You know, there was a lot that happened during the race. A lot of action. A little bit of drama there. But, nonetheless, you still come home P1 overall. P1 in the GTP. Congratulations. I'm going to hand you off to Jay here. Jay, you got anything for Logan as we round out this broadcast?
Yes, Logan, congratulations on your run here tonight. I mean, it was so fun watching you dice through some of the GTD traffic, the LMP2 traffic. You did a fantastic job all night long, and then you get the dub here at the end. Who do you have to thank for this fantastic performance?
Honestly, this is a bit broad, no one specifically, but Hymo setups. They have I'm not sponsored or nothing, but they have a free like subscription thing. Like they give you a free trial, and their setups are amazing. It's way better than anything I've done, so that gave me some good confidence in the car.
All right, well, there you have it. Congratulations once again to you, Logan. And thank you for the great on-track content you gave us tonight. And Logan, we hope to see you in the next one.
Thank you, you too.
All right, Jay, what a race that we saw tonight. Another 75 minutes of pure action that we got here. An insane race. 75 minutes complete. Logan Raggioni, the overall winner. Eric Molinari taking home the LMP2 win. And James Pierce in the zero practice that he had coming home with the P1 in the GTD class. What a race.
Yeah, not even just the wrong setup, but even the wrong car.
Yeah, the wrong car, that's
He's
right.
normally a GTP guy, and here he is winning in the GTD class, so that's kind of a change of pace for him. So, yeah, fantastic racing all night long. A lot of just survival, right, Tom? I mean, that was kind of the name of the game. If you just didn't have any off tracks, didn't make any mistakes, you're going to pretty much find yourself in victory lane, and I think that's what your three leaders Madness maybe the one mistake that Ragioni had there with the stop and hold penalty. I think James had maybe one off track, but other than that, those guys were pretty much most consistent all night long, and that's why they found themselves here in victory lane. We saw great battles in the midfields all night long. It was just different pit strategies, but some people with the undercuts, especially in that GTD class, we saw a lot of mixed bag there. That was fun to watch all race long. Maybe some incidents, some wrecks that we saw here as well that kind of changed the pace. And a big shout out here to Blake Nave at the end of the night. I got to start doing this more often, giving at least somebody a shout out. And I think Blake Nave deserves it tonight. Definitely didn't give up, had a lot of incidents early, set himself back, and he ends up finding himself in P3 at the end. Yeah, he could have P2. Another one of those mistakes bit him there at the end, but great job by him tonight. I think he deserves driver of the night here for that performance. But fantastic racing here at Road America. Round 3 of the Nexus Sports Car Challenge. And here at Road America, the American Sports Car Shootout. Try to say that one 5 times fast. But a great night of racing. I had a good time up here in the booth with you, Tom. Calling this fantastic racing.
Absolutely. It was another great race in the books. And boy, are we excited for the future. Look, now let's wind down this broadcast. What a great race we had. But I just want to go out there and say thank you to everybody who came out, watched the broadcast, commented, liked, subscribed. We truly appreciate it. There's a lot of work that goes into this channel behind the scenes, and we truly appreciate the support that you guys give us to help us continue that, provide that for you guys. So thank you so much. We truly appreciate it. We love you guys. Thank you so much. Look, if you want to be a part of the program, go ahead, go to our channel, hit the join button, and get yourself a membership maybe. Come on out, be a part of the boys. There's some great benefits that come with that. You can come onto a broadcast with Jay and I, call a race with us, go onto the podcast with us, maybe talk a little bit about racing, maybe a little bit of drama, and you know what? We love other people's differing opinions than what we have. We truly love that. I will say one of the greatest things I love doing is looking at the comments post-podcast. Boy, is that fun. That is fun. That is fun. But, look, a great setup that we got going on here. Huge shout out to our channel supporters now. Dallas Ewart, Daniel Maddox, Steven Downton. We've got Richard Latuque, Telltaps. Thank you guys so much for being a part of that program. We truly appreciate you guys in supporting us. We truly appreciate it. If you guys also want another way to support us, go to our channel, hit the store tab, go on to our store, our merch store that we have. Get yourself some sweet Dega Boys merch like this right here. Big Daddy NASCAR hat, shirt, sweatshirt, or you can get yourself something like what Jay has, a Big Daddy IMSA hat, Big Daddy sweatshirt, Big Daddy shirt. Boy, we even got the sweatpants on there that say it. You can get yourself whatever you like. And all the proceeds that go to our merch store and towards our membership program goes right back into the channel to help create more and better content for you guys. Thank you to the ones who have already contributed. We truly appreciate it. And just know it is a great investment to the Dega Boys channel. I'm actually going to hand it off to Jay here. Jay, why don't we talk about a little bit about what we got going on with the podcast, maybe a little bit about the watch party, but let's talk a little bit about the Dega games as well, because it's coming up.
Oh man, we got so much coming up here in the next week, and then leading into the Dega games. First off, though, got a few more races this week. We got the Nexus Sim Racing, the IndyCar side, that they'll be at Matugi Road here tomorrow. And then podcast on Tuesday. Thursday will be back markers at Kansas, and then PSCRL trucks there at Daytona on Saturday. But other than that, we also have a podcast on Tuesday. Full Send Half Mass Podcast, episode 64. Like Tom said, we like reading the comments we get after our podcast. I think we're going to get some more pretty good classic ones here after this weekend's podcast. I mean, we had a truck race this weekend. We had a green flag, whatever happened in between, and the checkered flag. We'll talk about that. And then in the Xfinity, the weirdest thing, the best driver in the series had a little bit of an oopsie this weekend. So we'll be talking about that specifically here on the podcast as well. Formula One Grand Prix. We got some fun stuff to talk about there as well. Some little bit of drama. I don't know if Williams is gonna be able to finish the rest of this year out with the the start of this season. Dear Lord. So yeah, so we're have some great things to talk about there as well. And then there was also another race today. What series was that, Tom? I can't remember. It doesn't matter. We'll talk about it. But yes. So tune in. We got a lot to talk about there. I mean, if you get a little hint what I'm talking about here. And then also next Tuesday, not this coming Tuesday, but the Tuesday after, we're going to have a Garage Talk watch party over at Tom's Garage. When I get there next Monday, I fly out to go for the Dega Games, which on Friday, mark your calendars, this Friday, April 12th, we are having a little bit of a prelude podcast with our good buddies over there at the King of Camo. Nate and Ryan will be joining us. We're just going to be talking some trash, smack talk, be like previewing the Dega Games, all the competitions we're going to be doing, a lot of the different content we're going to be filming, and just get to introduce you guys to the King of Camo before we go off to compete against them and beat them and dominate them at the Dega Games. So I can't wait for that action. That competition's gonna be so much fun. Those guys are such great dudes. It's gonna be a great time, great week of just content and action there with these two channels as we go to Talladega for the Dega Games. It's gonna be so much fun. So with that being said, if you guys are going to Talladega here this coming or a couple weeks from Sunday or this coming weekends or whatever, right here up the road, come meet us there in the infield. We'll be in the Geico Blue section right there off of turn 2 on the infield. We'll have a banner up. Tom got us a pretty sick little Dega Boys banner they're gonna be waving and having displayed there as well. Come meet us, come meet your favorite drivers in some of the Nexus Sim Racing leagues. There's a few of them gonna be there as well. So yeah, come hang out with us, come have a beer with us, come eat food with us, come chill with us, come and tell us your best jokes. Make fun of us. I don't care. Just come talk to us. It'll be fun.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
And then I missed anything, Tom? I feel like
Watch
I got
party.
everything. I feel like I got the rest of our schedules, streams scheduled, or streams that are scheduled. Yeah, it's been a long week.
Watch party.
Yes. Oh, watch party. Yes, our monthly watch party for the month of April is April 28th. The Cup Series at Dover. So make sure to tune in. It won the poll. Come hang out with us. We have a good time on those watch parties. We like to just hang out, maybe have a beer or two, and just relax. And it is just as if you were watching the race on the couch right next to us, and we let it all rip. We have a good time. It's fun.
Absolutely. All right, lots to look forward to here on the Dega Boys channel. Make sure you guys tune in tomorrow night and be with Jay and I as we call some more IndyCar action at Motegi. And once again, just thank you guys for everybody who came out. We truly appreciate y'all. This has been Thomas and Jay for another great broadcast here with the Nexus Sim Racing Leagues. And yeah, thank you so much. We love you guys, and we'll see y'all in the next one.